Yeah, love Austin.
It's a city that has, so much music in it, and so I think the audiences, it's kind of the opposite of some major markets where you find that the audiences are sort of like, we see everything. Here it's like we get everything, and like there's like a pride about that. So we found very early on, actually, this was one of the cities that we loved going to because we had developed an audience very early on. So we look forward to coming here. We like barbecue. Actually, Austin really looks like where we grew up, which was in Calgary. It's like also a river city and very lush and green, and so it kind of feels like home in this strange way. We have friends that live here now, and so, yeah, we get really excited. It's a good city, good music city.
Last year we played, well, we didn't really play, we attended a screening of our DVD here in Austin, and that was so cool because usually when we're doing a show there's a lot of like the setup and the sound check and the sort of like routine of performing that sort of keeps you from really experiencing the city. And when we were here, it was sort of kicking off our DVD screening tour, and there wasn't really anything we had to do. We just had to show up to the movie theater and watch the screening with the fans and everything like that. So our mom flew out, and we had some friends here, and we ate at a bunch of different restaurants, and we just really took it easy, and we got to see a lot of the city. I think we went bowling.
We did go bowling as well.
Bowling.
We really lived it up.
Yeah,
it was like 3 days in Austin. Wild.
Yeah, it was like a vacation. So our experience here now, I think, is a little more well-rounded even than a lot of the places that we go, because you're sort of like in and out really quick, and we've actually had an opportunity to to hang out. We also have like a family friend that lives here, so it's like we sort of have some like very normal things that happen when we're in Austin. So
barbecue, I mean, it feels like you can go anywhere here and it's good, but obviously we've eaten a lot of Stubbs.
We do not have our own twin language, no.
But we can read each other's faces. I mean, like, I think that's just probably 32 years of being around each other.
Yeah.
Just like anyone else, I can do it with my girlfriend, I can do it with my mom, I can do it with our band. Like, my manager just looks at me and I'm like, oh yeah, I know exactly what he's thinking. So, but I think it's obviously heightened because we're sisters and we've spent so much time together. But
I think a lot that's made about twins having this like language or reading each other's mind, it's mostly just, I think, there's just like an instinct, you know, with somebody that you sort of have a lot of the same genetic information, well, the exact same genetic information, and then you spend all your time with them, and it's pretty easy to pick up on, what's happening.
Yeah, there's been a collaborative, or a natural collaborative energy between us since we started playing music as kids. So, and I think that was, this, like Sarah said, an instinct almost, between us, and certainly for our voices because they're similar enough, like in terms of doing harmonies or singing parts that each other has written. It's very easy, so we have a leg up. It's an unfair advantage, like
for harmonies,
for anything, like for music certainly, but like I feel like other bands, like we're in the three-legged race, we're kind of just like half a leg ahead of them,
So how would you guys so humble.
Yeah. Well, like I just mean, like, because we have a natural, we don't have to practice as much. I'm not saying we're better than them, I just said we have a leg up.
Right, leg up.
Sarah's on this like need to humble me kick right now, but I feel like it's about being confident. Someone very early on in this record cycle told me, you gotta be confident, don't be so Canadian. Sarah's the Canadian. I'm really embracing my like aggressive American side, maybe? Yeah, I'm like, we got a leg up. I got a twin. I got an advantage. I think Sarah naturally is a little more of an introvert and is not quite as gregarious and talkative, and but I think that she's also like meticulous. Like she's like every detail is really important to her. I think she balances me in that like she doesn't rush through things. She's like very meticulous and very professional and pores over every detail. And she's kind of the perfectionist, but not like an annoying one, like a good one.
Thank you. It's funny because whenever this kind of question comes up, I always feel like whatever Tegan is saying about me, we sort of complement each other in a very opposite type of way. Like, I may be meticulous and a perfectionist, but that can really hold things up. If it were up to me, I'd probably drag things out a lot longer, and I would, I'm a little bit more precious about the details, whereas Tegan has a natural sort of instinct to sort of like move more quickly, follow our gut, like we know that this is the right thing to do, let's just do it. And so I think there is that balance. I think that when we've needed to pull back, I will win in those situations, and when I'm being too precious about things, Tegan will sort of like steamroll and like, let's go, let's move forward. And I think that's been a tremendous asset to our career, but also probably our relationship as, like on a professional but personal level too. You know, like there, if we were both like too similar in that way, I can see how there would be a lot more conflict. You know.
Yeah, in 2000, Sarah and I actually signed to Neil Young's record label, which is called Vapor Records. We were just out of high school, and we'd sort of been courted by some major labels, but when Elliot Roberts, who manages Neil and runs the label, when he approached us, he sort of was like, go to a major label and sort of take a chance that they're going to lose interest and maybe not invest in you in the future, or stay with us and make 5 records and, you know, reassess when you're 30 and whatever, just this whole thing. And we didn't know what we wanted to do, but we knew that we didn't want to roll the dice. So we took the Vapor indie route, and it's obviously been very good to us. And one of our first tours was with Neil Young and the Pretenders, so they made good on their promise to help us out. And so we've had a relationship for a long time with them. And you know, now we're on Warner, but we still consider Vapor our family. And yeah, very excited that Neil's here. Although we won't be here to see the show. We're flying to Mexico tomorrow. But I know, but still, in theory, we're here with everyone. So,
right. I want to cheers to the Austin City Limits, Austin, the tequila.
Everybody, we cheers to everyone here in Austin at Austin City Limits partaking this weekend, and we hope everyone has an amazing set, and everybody watching has an incredible time. Thanks for the tequila.
Thank you.